I'm going to pop these questions out, and you're going to say just one or the other. Indies or Thunder?
Indy.
Spitfire or Bones?
Spitfire.
West Coast or East Coast?
East.
Farmers Only or Pornhub?
Pornhub.
Welcome back to Skate Debate, guys. My name's Ethan Marinick. I'm your host today. I'm here with Adam Turrisi, local DC filmer, shop manager. Before we dive deeper, I just want Adam to kind of tell everybody about Fairfax Surf Shop, how long they've been here, if there's any new projects they're working on now, and how they've really managed to survive in the industry when I've seen over a handful of shops die out. Adam.
Well, too many shops dying down like within the last year.
Yeah, I mean, you have Palace, you have Elite, you have Asylum, East Coast Board Co., and that's not even just the ones I've seen in Fairfax.
I mean, that started from January 15 when East Coast went out, and that's when I started to see the trend of, okay, this is going down, and one by one everything started to go out. You know what I mean?
But that's why I'm so surprised and shocked, honestly, how you guys have literally been the staple of the skate shop in Fairfax when all these other brands or companies, shops have failed.
It's hard, man. It's really hard because you gotta hustle like more than ever now. Cause not hustle in a gangster way, but really look after everybody that comes into this place, because that's the difference between a mall shop and a real skate shop is you're kind of walking into my house.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna treat you how you want to be treated. I'm gonna make sure things are straightened up after you leave. And
the mall shop has so much foot traffic, they can kind of be nitpicky with who's actually gonna buy something and who's not. Yeah. But here it's the customers sometimes they're not coming in as much, so you really gotta build up a reputation with each everyone, right?
For sure, yeah. I mean, I've met so many people in the last I managed for 4 years here. I've worked here since 2010, but just managing for 4 years, met a slew of new faces with all those shops closing down because they have to find a new home.
Yeah.
True. All of a sudden they're I don't have a local skate shop to go to, but I love supporting the local scene, so I have to find a home. All of a sudden I see kids with 917 shirts and just different cuts of cloth that I hadn't seen before come from the pit crew scene. Mm-hmm. And now there's 23 years open, pit crew went out of business. And we're trying our best here.
You guys are obviously doing something, right?
But the thing is I lose a lot of sleep worrying about I have 7 to 10 items on special order on hold back there behind the front counter right now, just for individual people. I sweat that shit. I legitimately have lost sleep worrying if something's going to come on a Friday for a kid's birthday on Sunday. You know what I mean? Because I'm I think about that kid because I was once that kid.
Yeah.
I came in here 20 years ago and got my first board, and I will never forget that moment. I mean, the counter was right here. I was standing right where you are.
Yeah.
And I got my first birdhouse complete. Grind King G6 trucks, pig wheels that were red.
Yeah.
You always remember that first moment getting in person.
Yeah.
And to get your first complete at a Zoomies, it's you don't get to talk about the culture there.
Yeah. And I feel so that's perfect. Do you guys feel you really strive and stay alive because it's face to face transactions? You're not buying something online necessarily with you guys. I'm not sure about your presence besides Instagram and Facebook, but I feel you guys the reason why you're winning and not out of business is because you build those relationships with every single person that comes in here.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. You kind of nailed it right there. I mean, we just talk about skateboarding and stuff gets sold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just it. I mean, it's not trying too hard. It's just we're here.
Yeah.
I skateboard. I'm a filmmaker. I love the stuff. I'm addicted. I will be for the rest of my life because that's just how it is. Yeah, man, it feels awesome to give the kids their first skateboard because I was once that kid.
Yeah, and for instance, I went in the Zoomies last time, and I'm asking somebody have they seen I forgot whose part just dropped, but it was somebody's part, maybe Chase Webber, somebody. But I asked them if they seen it, and they're like, no, like, and it seems so irrelevant to him that he didn't even know who he was or like what's been going on in skateboarding.
Or like, do you ever get like when you're at like a place like that, and then they kind of fake like they've seen the video part?
Of course, because
they kind of like that you tell them everything about the part, but then they just kind of blank stare you, like you're a wall or something. They're like, yeah, that was good. Yeah, that part was sick. Yeah.
Well, it's crazy because like if Zoomies is corporate, would you consider Thrasher to be in the same category? But it's like a love-hate thing. People love Thrasher, but they hate seeing some random kid or girl wearing it, being like, you know nothing about it.
Yeah, for sure.
So
they don't.
like,
I've seen a few of those for sure. Like I'll watch Viceland like on TV, and then I'll see like the host will be wearing a Thrasher shirt.
Yeah, someone popping up, some celebrity wearing Thrasher, and then you're like, wait a minute.
I mean, I love it in the fact that my favorite magazine, the only magazine that's making over 200-page spreads still, is doing really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the downside is that, I mean, people have never stepped foot on a skateboard are wearing it. But I don't really hate it too much.
I mean, me personally, dude, the whole thing is just like, it's like you trying to be too core. At some point, you're trying to like control it to like, I don't know, which defeats the purpose of skateboarding being so open. It kind of like contradicts itself, I feel like.
Well, you know, skateboarders rule the world.
Rule the world?
Yeah.
I guess there's
so everything is copied.
Yeah.
Like you see have you seen how many of these really big like fashion companies, like really big model agencies copy the font of Thrasher for FA, and it's just their name? Yeah. I'm like, dude, you know, the influence is crazy. The Instagram influence, we had to come every 2 years to see the new video, to see what people were wearing, to see what tricks were cool, to see what our favorite pros were into. Yeah. Now we can look right in our pocket every day.
So, I mean, with the iPhone or any other smartphone, you have a camera on it. So it's like, is skateboarding really kind of moving away from either HD, VX to just like cell phone footage? Like what's
the
your
scary stuff?
So like, I mean, what's your?
We're diving into the scary stuff now.
What's your preferred setup? Like, do you want to just get the running gun?
I like whatever, you know.
HD camera?
I mean, there's a great debate over the last, has it been 8 years now, of debating between formats and skateboarding. And it doesn't matter how you get there. It really just matters on the how it comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But how you want it to come out, like no one else.
Yeah.
Right?
If everything was the same in video, it would be boring.
Yeah.
Like if everybody liked the same setup with the same color setting, the same color temperature, and everything, music the same, it would be a very boring world.
It would start to be almost like a sport, like watching soccer, basketball, where it's all the same.
Exactly.
If that makes any sense.
Like skateboarding, you want to differentiate. In skateboarding, you want to differentiate yourself. Yeah. You want to be kind of different than the other skater in some way. Yeah. So in filming, it's kind of that way too. Yeah. Like, I mean, I've been filming like 13 years, and like, it's kind of like I feel kind of cool that I'm like the only one with this rig in town. Like, I have this.
Yeah. What do you film with?
I film with the HPX 170 with Panasonic with that rod's coming out of it. It holds the big extreme fisheye on there. Yeah. But like I got that because I like half my career filming skating I used a standard definition setup like Sony VX1000 Mark I, you know, and a lot of guys in town have it, you know. And they've come down in price over the years with all these new cameras coming in. Oh yeah. It's like but dude, I mean, I kind of want to be different, you know, whenever I can. So like I made my last video, Kids in a Candy City, without even using a fisheye lens. I went 5 years without even using one. And people thought that I was using it, but I just like, I want to be different.
That's crazy.
So like I use this lens that no one was using, but yeah, and people were thrown off, but it's like, dude, it's kind of cool to be a little different. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to take a risk in this world where everybody's just copying each other. So
we got this fun little section we're going to do called Speedball. I'm going to pop these questions out, and you're going to say just one or the other. Indies or Thunder?
Indy.
Spitfire or Bones?
Spitfire.
West Coast or East Coast?
East.
East. Mob or Jessup?
Jessup.
You like filming stairs or rails?
Rails. Street
League or the Olympics?
Street League.
Skate Debate or 9 Club?
Well, I like Raj over there, and Raj has taught me some things with my HPX.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's taught me, like, A lot.
All right, nightclub, you take this one, but we're coming after you. Back to it. Van Dyke or Wakefield?
It's a tough one, man, because I've been skating more Wake. Like, you know, my heart's more at Van Dyke. 'Cause I used to skate there all the time.
Right down the street.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. In the box at Van Dyke, it's just like, yeah, I grew up with that thing. I'm gonna have to say Van Dyke.
Right. Go-to site, Farmers Only or Pornhub?
Pornhub.
Vans or Nike?
Vans.
HD or VX?
HD right now.
Baker 3 or Yeah Right?
Yeah, right.
See, I thought you were going to say Baker 3, but...
No, I grew up in the Yeah, right era.
So, like, kind of going off that, like, are you, like, when you want to, I guess, make skateboarding videos or films or whatever, do you like that more cinematography style, like with Nigel's part that just came out, or are you more like the hijinks, kind of just raw edits?
No, I'm like the opposite of, like, say, Wayne. Yeah.
So you're the Thai and Wayne's the Beagle.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I grew up with, like, you know, I get influenced off stuff not by just skateboard videos. When I'm making skateboard videos, I watch movies. Yeah. I get influenced by, like, Tarantino and Scorsese and, like, stuff outside of skating to make it more dramatic.
So, all kind of off that note, summer's about to be around the corner. Do you guys here at Fairfax Surf Shop, or you specifically, have any projects you're working on that anyone should be on the lookout for?
Yeah, I'm working on a...
any videos coming soon or anything like that?
I'm working on some stuff. Yeah, I've been so busy here, kind of getting bills back for, trying to get money back for my broken arm hospital bills. But when I can, though, I'm working on new stuff. This year, it's been like Fairfax videos with, like, we're gonna work on some stuff. You know, we're gonna introduce you to, you know, having a little proper introduction clip.
Yeah, we need to get something soon.
We're just going out and having fun, whatever we get, you know.
And that's how.
Cut a few weekends together.
I want to thank Adam and the Surf Shop for again letting us be here, shoot the video, letting him to kind of give the rundown on the industry of itself, where they're at, being 42 years.
Oh yeah, 42.
Standing in the industry, which is amazing. Congrats to them.
Trying our best, you know?
Other than that, I think this was a fun little talk, and I mean, hopefully we'll do more of these in the future.
Oh, for sure. It's gonna be a fun year this time, and we're gonna keep on going another 42 years. Knock on wood.
You guys making 42 more years, I don't know what I'll do.
Well,
all right, Adam.
Cheers.